Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. First of all, I've got to show you this horror story of a pedal board. Check it out here, this picture. Yep, sorry Steve. So this pedal board belongs to my buddy Steve, who I've known for a long time, and he really wants to get something a little bit better going. Something that's easier to use, which, let's face it, wouldn't be, you could put a plank on the floor and it'd be easier to use. But he wants to get something that's easier to use, more inspiring to use, so that he's more likely to sit and play with it. So what we're going to do is take a look at the pedals that he's got currently, see which ones we're going to keep, which ones we're going to try and move on, and what the kind of general plan is. Steve brought around all his pedals today, and there's quite a few. I'm just going to show you some of the highlights, I guess. So this one in particular, the Bad Monkey. Obviously Josh Smith over at JHS kind of sent this one a little bit crazy recently. I'm going to maybe do a couple of videos on this at some point. This is a pretty beaten up example. I think Steve's had this for a long time, and it's had quite a bit of use over the years. I guess you like this one quite a bit. Either that, or it's just kicked around a lot and got a bit trashed, gigging and what have you. So, Bad Monkey. We also have one that I've never seen before. It's a Old Boss DD2. So I think the oldest one I've ever seen in the flesh is a DD3. I think this is possibly even a made in Japan one, although the label is long gone. So I'm not really sure how I even would find out if it was, but I'm gonna look into that a little bit more. What else we got? Some of the ones we're definitely keeping. He's got a Proco wrap. We do also have a Boss DS1, but I think like these are two quite similar pedals sound wise, so I think he's gonna stick with the wrap for this one. What else? Pretty kind of normal mix of pedals really. He's obviously a big Boss guy because he's got loads of Boss pedals. So we do have an acoustic simulator. I don't know why anyone needs one of these. Just play an acoustic guitar. Steve, you've got a Taylor, man. Come on. Noise suppressor. Noise. Well, if we go the Helix route, the HX Stomp route, then it's got one of those built in. I do really like a tremolo pedal though. Maybe I'll buy that one off him. Get his sale going. A Boss Super Chorus CH1. But yeah, there's some really weird stuff down here. This old Black Star tank. Although I have heard him play through this and it does sound quite nice. But it's really beaten up, this one. So I don't know if that'll be staying or going. I don't know if it'll sell. It's got a valve in it apparently. And everyone's got to have at least one Behringer, right? We actually tried this out the other week. Sounds alright. I didn't hate it. I don't think we're going to even bother trying to sell that though, because it's, you know, they're only about 25 quid new anyway, so not really worth it. Metal Zone. Why? Why? One thing we've discussed a bit actually is what compressor to use. So he really likes the compressor I use on my board, which is a exotic SP compressor. The reason we both like that one so much is the blend control. So you can get a compressed sound, but you can blend in your dry signal, and it's less of a compression effect and more of kind of like controlling your sound a little bit. This CS3, I really like the CS3, but it is really that kind of squishy, I've got a compressor turned on and I want everyone to know about it kind of sound. So we're going to probably try and flog this one and get him a second-hand SP compressor. So I got my work cut out for me a little bit, I think. These pedals are all pretty dirty. They've been kind of kicking around on this floor for ages. You know, he's not had it on a board, he's not really been gigging or anything like that. So I've got to clean them all up first. That's the first task. I've done a bit of a preliminary check on eBay of prices. And I think if we sell the right pedals, then we'll be able to get to where he wants to be. So what he's looking for is to get a HX Stomp XL, and then he's probably going to keep the Rat, the Super Overdrive that he's got, the Blues Driver, and this Super Octave, and maybe a couple of other ones we're not fully decided yet, and then kind of build the board around the Helix, the HX Stomp I should say, and use that for all the modulation, use that for some noise suppression if he still wants to use noise suppressor, EQ, all that kind of stuff, and get some of those really big reverbs and delays and what have you. So using pedalplayground.com, we've done a bit of a layout of what it might look like. I've got a Fender medium pedal board and he quite likes the way that works. I really like the way the power supply mount works on that, so we're probably going to go for the same board. He is going to stick probably initially with the cheap power supply that he's got, with the aim of updating that. If we get enough money from selling pedals, then we'll include that in the budget. If not, we'll stick with the original power supply, although we will have to use the supplied power supply for the HX Stomp if we do that, because it takes quite a lot of power, and the cheap power supplies he's got simply won't supply that kind of power. That's probably it for now. If you've got any suggestions for pedals or any suggestions for pedal boards, layouts, what pedals you think we should keep, let me know in the comments. And yeah, this is the first part of probably many videos in this series while we build this pedal board. It's not going to be an overnight thing, because we do have to get all of these listed on eBay and Reverb and what have you. Selling them is going to take a little bit of time. Like I say, some of them aren't in the best condition, so they're probably going to take a little bit longer to sell. But hopefully we can sort him out with something really nice and something that he'll be really pleased with, and will enjoy, will help him enjoy playing even more. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and please do subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers!